Hello guys, welcome back to Theme Park Wizard TV today. And kind of a slow news day is debating whether or not to do a stream. And then I thought, this downtown Disney information might be important, but not important enough for its own video. So I'm like, let's go do a stream. Let's rack up some stories. It took a while, it took a little bit longer than it usually does, but I found 3 stories. These are mostly via the bottom 2 are via WDW and Today, WorldNewsToday.com. Some smaller stories I found on there from the past 24 to 48 hours. So let's get started. Here's the first one, of course, Downtown Disney. Downtown Disney is scheduled to open July 9th. That's exactly 8 days from today. Can you believe it's already July? Time is flying. Can barely go places, and the time still is flying somehow. It's crazy. But we are so that's scheduled to open in 8 days from now. But today, Governor Newsom, due to a spiking surge of coronavirus cases, said that all indoor restaurants and shops, I believe, bars, shops, anything indoors, zoos, all the indoor portions of those places has to be closed immediately for the next 3 weeks. That's right, 3 weeks. So that's about till July 22nd ish. That week. That's a Wednesday, July 22nd. So by that week or the week after, just to kind of stem the tide on these exploding coronavirus cases. By the way, that it's not for the whole state. It's only for the state has 58 counties. It's only for 19 of the 58 counties. Most of those 19, or 5 of those 19, are in Southern California. And Southern California consists of about 5 to 6 counties. So all those counties, I think every county in Southern California besides San Diego County is a part of this. So basically, if you're living in Southern California, it's where it's about where at least 20 or so million, at least of the state's 40 million people live in Southern California. So it affects the majority of population. But so and including Orange County, LA County, and Ventura County, the three major counties in Southern California. And Orange County, of course, is where Downtown Disney is. So if this, Downtown Disney can still reopen, and places like Earl of Sanders can reopen, but only because they have outdoor patios and there's 2 Starbucks in Downtown Disney. I know one of them I think has only indoor seating, but they can move some tables outside potentially. At least for the bigger Starbucks closer to the gates of the theme parks. The smaller Starbucks, I don't think there's even any seating there. It's kind of a smaller area, might be just takeout only. But these restaurants, Downtown Disney in sections, they have outdoor benches, outdoor seating. They can kind of section those off for people, and the restaurants can just do takeout. But also stuff like Black Tap as a whole, they have a to-go window for their crazy shakes, and they have a whole outdoor seating. They have indoor seating, but they have a whole area of outdoor seating as well. So the places, again, they can theoretically reopen, but as most of those are third-party vendors, would they even want to is the real question. And during this 3-week period, July 9th, Downtown Disney can still very well reopen, but if I were a third-party vendor, especially if the cases actually do get better, and this new lockdown doesn't extend past the 3 weeks, if I were a third-party vendor, I'd want to be able to use all of my seating. So I might even hold off until July 22nd, or or whatever the end of that the new temporary lockdown is, to reopen all at once. Although some businesses might need some money or might want to just open it again, just their outdoor portions like Black Tap and because they have kind of large expanses. Earl of Sandwich is a large outdoor expanse as well. Also, there's a whole bunch of, by the former AMC Theater, that area, there's a whole bunch of just open tables. So again, restaurants can do curbside or kind of just takeout, and people can sit at those tables. They just block every, or they don't have to block. They don't even have to block every table off. Just make sure each table is 6 feet apart from each other, because it's just, those tables don't belong to a restaurant. They just are kind of communal tables, the places to sit. Over by the downtown Disney stage over there. Oh, in fact, Disney can even add more tables out there, at least for the first 3 weeks. Add some temporary tables in that big area by the downtown Disney stage, because no one's gonna be dancing there for a while. So add some more tables, so that way you can open up downtown Disney. But some of the restaurants that don't have enough space for outdoor seating or even seating at all, can still do takeout, and people can just kind of either go home, go back to their cars, or they can sit outside in downtown Disney at these communal tables and eat. Or option 3 would be Disney says, you know what, downtown Disney can't reopen. They're gonna push back the reopening to like July 22nd or August 1st or something. But we don't know. Again, they just announced this today. I'm sure downtown Disney would. Let's see, it's July 1st. I say within the next. Definitely by Monday. I'd say definitely by this next Monday, or this coming Monday, there would be an announcement from Disney about that, potentially even as soon as tomorrow. But what do you think about the fate of downtown Disney will be? Sorry, guys, I had an itch. But what do you think about the fate of downtown Disney will be? I think if it does still open, I like, again, my idea of putting in some tables in that big open area by the downtown Disney stage, and just kind of sectioning, like there's benches already, or kind of built-in benches. Just put pieces of tape where people can sit, and people can kind of, there's a lot of places to sit, like Naples has some outdoor seating, I think. They can just block off every other table. So restaurants can still open, at least in downtown. Now that I think about it, they definitely still can open, just with some temporary restrictions. And even, if it for some reason demand's super high and people really want to stay around, they can even put tables in the Esplanade between the theme parks. They could put tables, that's a massive area, not going to be used for anything besides tables, and the ticket booths won't be used, nothing's going to be used. So people want to eat and have a view of California Adventure, the gates of California Adventure, or Disneyland while they're eating, then that would be a pretty cool idea. Again, and you can put the tables already 6 feet apart, so that way you can utilize all the tables. You don't have to section tables off. You just put them 6 feet apart in the Esplanade, create a walkway, maybe put, 20 or however many tables fit on one side, and then leave the middle open so people can get in and out, and then on the Disneyland side, put another 20 or something tables, and people can dine with a view of the front gates. That would be kind of a cool experience, in my opinion. Tables don't cost a lot of money. In fact, they can, I don't know how movable the tables are inside of the theme parks restaurants, but if they really want, if they really don't want, let's say, spend money on new tables, or even it doesn't have to be fancy. It could be like those roll out plastic table type things. If they want, just put a nice cloth over it to make it look fancy, But if they're not, maybe they can lug some tables out from the restaurants and the theme parks and put them out there. But I think that's a little bit too much work. I think get some nice cheap plastic tables, put them out by the downtown Disney stage, put some nice cloths on them so they don't look too tacky. But again, just a temporary solution. It's not gonna be there forever, so you don't want to put anything permanent. So put some plastic tables, and between the Esplanade, between the gates of the theme parks, and between at the downtown Disney stage, and then you should be good. That should be good. That should satisfy the demand. Even if people don't want to eat, it should give those tables should be given priority to people who want to eat. But if they don't want to eat, then if there's people there, if there's like not a lot of demand, it'd be a nice place just to chill out, get a nice view of the theme parks without going in them, wishing you can be in them. Hello, Disney Lost Boys and Girls, and hello, Disney. Hello, Lori Carlson. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? I actually, now that I really think about it, I really don't think Disney will close downtown Disney, or has to close downtown Disney, um, because they can, again, for the at least for the restaurant portion, they can put some tables out, and even just people who just want to chill out, just want to have some escapism. They can go put some temporary tables out, put some cloths on them between in the Esplanade, between the theme parks. You can chill there, or you chill by the downtown Disney stage. And for the retail stores, you can go ahead and just do your curbside pickup, or you can maybe, like World of Disney, maybe you can order on the app or order on Shop Disney and pick it up at World of Disney, then go back to your car or go chill out at the tables. And do that for all other retail stores as well, until that 3-week period is over. But let me know what you guys think about that. I really like that idea. I really, really do. So I hope Disney does something like that and doesn't just delay the opening of downtown Disney. Because people need to go. They miss it. Again, it feels very nice every time. The 2 times or 3 times I've been to City Walk, it's been incredibly nice just to be somewhere else, to be close to a theme park, to be close, nice themed environment. And clearly you guys miss it too, because my 2 City Walk views, especially the first City Walk video, was the most viewed City Walk video I've ever had. And the second one didn't do as well as the first one, but it did do still a pretty good. Did do pretty well for just a City Walk video. So you guys definitely miss it, and I think that's what Disneyland should do. Would you guys go? Would you guys be excited about that? Comment your thoughts below. Let me know in the chat. And have any of you also been to the City Walk reopening, since it's been the reopening? Also, before I move on to the next story, City Walk. I think City Walk they have a little bit less space to do the tables thing. They already have some. They actually do have on the second level. They have a fair amount of outdoor seating already. So I don't think they'll have to reclose. I don't think they'll want to reclose. They can do the curbside pickup, or the takeout portion as well. Maybe they can add some more tables in the central area by NBC Sports Grill. But otherwise, I think City Walk will remain open. Also, City Walk is not just like so busy that it's such high demand. Every time we went, there's people, not a lot, but I always go. I'm right like at the opening, but there's people, and as there's later in the day, there's more people. So I think they should definitely keep it reopened, City Walk, for this 3-week period. And again, there's plenty of outdoor seating above if you want to just chill out, eat, or relax. Super nice. Mark and I from Theme Park ERT ate our donuts on the second level in front of what was formerly Smash Burger, soon to be The Habit, on that food court area. So City Walk's covered. Disney should do the same thing, and not delay its opening. But speaking of Universal, let's get to Universal, but hold on, let's get to the comments right here. Disney Lost Boys and Girls said, we talked about it today on a live stream earlier today. One of those wait and see approaches. Wouldn't be surprised to see if it does get postponed. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but it really doesn't cost a lot to get some cheap tables and kind of set it up and have people, like everyone, eat outside, especially again that massive Esplanade space. But who would want to go eat their burger or pasta from Naples or pizza from Napolini right in the middle of the Esplanade, looking at California Adventures and beautiful cars, and especially you can see more of I can obviously Disneyland, but the train station blocks a lot of the view to inside the park to Disneyland. So like imagine you can like look at Cars Land, Benefit Street and Cars Land, and uh, Mission Breakout while eating a burger. I wish I could be inside, but man, I absolutely loved it. When I worked at Disney actually, and I worked at the admissions, the ticket booth, and they'd switched me from either the California Adventure front gate or Disneyland front gate, and I always loved being at the Disneyland front gate because I can always look at Guardians of the Galaxy, the elevators opening up, the elevator doors opening up and closing, and I can see the Cadillac Range, Cars Land, Grizzly Peak, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's such a nice view. So I feel like I definitely wouldn't mind eating in the Esplanade at downtown Disney and seeing all those things again. Just like City Walk, how you can literally go up to the gates of Universal Studios. You can touch the gate. You just can't go in, but you can touch the gate, and you can see team members working about, and they're placing the tapes and stuff for the eventual reopening. Super awesome, super awesome. But yes, next topic here is back to Universal. Let me write 1640. I'm still trying to get used to these putting timestamps in my videos, so let me just go 16 minutes 40 seconds. Okay. This is where you rest. All right. So Universal is introducing their you rest system, just like Disney World plans to introduce. You rest is the first one debuted at Seuss Landing and Islands of Adventure, and it's a place to socially distance and take off your mask in the hot Florida heat. It is very hot in Florida. In fact, let's check the temperature in Orlando right now. Let's see here. Hold on, US. No. Let's check the Orlando. Alright, so Orlando's actually 79 degrees. Not too bad. But it is currently raining in Orlando, so that's why it's 79. They have some thunderstorms going on today. But they have obviously chance of thunderstorms all week long. But the temperature will be in the 90s, and that's hot because the humidity is 82%. It feels like it's 79 degrees right now, but it feels like it's 84. So you definitely the rain is definitely helping, but you definitely want to be able to take off your mask, social distance for like a second or two, and that's what these U.S. areas are doing. Obviously, Universal is taking Disney's cue from that because Disney announced they'll have those areas at Walt Disney World when they open. Do you think all theme parks should have those areas? Do you think it should be required to have those areas, especially in California? It gets hot, but it's not humid. I think it's a nice thing to kind of have a area to take off your mask and socially, as long as people are socially distancing properly and taking off they're not like bunching up together and not breaking the rules, as a lot of people seem to be doing. I don't know why people won't wear their masks. Wear your mask if you want things to reopen and want to be able to do things. Please, I cannot stress it enough. Wear a mask, whether you believe in it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you're red, whether you vote for red, blue, or independent, or green, or whatever you vote for. Wear a mask. I cannot stress it enough. It will really help curb this virus, and we can all get back to what we love doing the most, and that is going out, working, eating, and playing. But enough of my little PSA. I fully think though Universal will have these mask off areas here in California as well as Disneyland. And if Six Flags is smart, they do it too. And Knott's hasn't announced any kind of reopening date, or haven't even given a hint of one. So maybe when we hear the first theme park actually reopens in California, maybe Knott's will open. The longer Knott's doesn't open, the more skeptical. In fact, they may have already announced it actually that Halloween Knott's Scare Farm isn't happening this year. I don't know, but let me know if someone does have an update. If Knott's Scare Farm is happening this year or not. Queen Mary Dark Harbor. Oh, I forgot to put that as a story. Sorry. The Queen Mary Dark Harbor event, which is here in Southern California, in California, the Queen Mary Dark Harbor, it's a haunt event. It has been canceled this year. It was announced just a couple of days ago, if not yesterday, that has been canceled. It was the first haunt event to officially be canceled. We'll see if any other ones, especially like the Haunted Hayride and more major ones like Halloween Horror Nights and Knott's Scary Farm and Six Flags Fire Fest, are canceled. Halloween Horror Nights, still the Universal's building all the mazes. They have all they have all 10 of them, or 9, or however many. They're like at least 7 of them currently under construction. So I feel like they're really gonna try to make it work, and I still think they can put in one group at a time, 6 feet apart. Maybe wait maybe like 30 seconds in between groups. Just put one group at a time. Wait 30 seconds. And the scare actors, they don't touch people, but the scare actors, they should all be required to, instead of the prosthetic makeup, wear masks. So that way, nothing gets in between them. And I think with that it could work. The scare actors already can't touch people, so that's good. So if they wear masks, like instead of the prosthetic makeup, then the quality may seem a little cheap, but Universal does very good with that stuff. Even with the masks, it doesn't look. Obviously, the prosthetic makeup looks better. But this year, I think haunt events, if they just have the masks and they socially distance the line, and they can even make the whole event again 50% capacity. So let's say they sell 20,000 tickets in a day per day for the normal Halloween Horror Nights event. I don't know the exact number, but I'm just making up a number. They would have only 10,000 on sale each day this year. Now we can have these and they have massive, especially in the back lot, they have massive queue lines. A massive space for queue lines, especially like where the Ghostbusters one maze was at year. That line is humongous. And they rarely fill up all the way to the end. So there's lots of open space in those queue lines, at least for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Hollywood. So they can definitely be able to social distance easily, I'd say. Again, especially if you sell half the amount of tickets and you put the social distance markers in the line and let in one group at a time, and then wait 30 seconds. That's enough to get 6 feet apart, and then another you let in someone else. And Universal has already in the mazes, they have like team members that aren't scare actors that kind of just are standing by the emergency exits. So if they see two groups coming too close together, they can kind of separate them apart with their little light that they use. And scare actors wear masks, and again, scare actors wear masks, and they pop out for a second anyway. So it says the shorter exposure you have to people, the less likely you are to get sick. So scare actors pop out for a second anyway, and then they pop back in. So they're probably the least likely to get sick. If anyone in that maze, the scare actors are probably the least likely to get sick. And the team members don't wear masks. At least I know they don't wear masks, but they should wear either it can be like a Halloween themed mask or just an actual mask um, to stand inside it. So I think Halloween Horror Nights will really work. Um, comment your thoughts on that below. But I really think it can work out, as well as these other haunt mazes. Actually, I don't know how Queen Mary works. I've never been there, so I can't say how it works. But I mean, the ones at the theme parks, the major theme parks at least, I think can work with those protocols. And on the last story of the day, it looks like Walt Disney World will having annual pass holders for Walt Disney World will not be having annual or will not be allowed on the monorail or any transportation. I don't know about it, at least the monorail for annual pass holder previews. Um, so which makes sense because I guess you can't park hop anyway. Um, yeah, you can't park hop anyway. So there's very very little need if you're a pass holder to use the monorail because those usually if you can't park up then the monorail is only for resort guests really. Um, so I wouldn't be surprised if you can't. I wouldn't be surprised if you can't. Annual pass holders can't go on any Walt Disney World transportation because they really don't need to. But yeah, that's something we don't have a problem with here. Disney and annual pass holders will be able to use our monorail because even during if we have preview days, we'll be able to use the monorail because it's an attraction more than a transportation system here. Let's go board in Tomorrowland or downtown Disney. So, that's pretty cool. And those are 3 stories of the day. The next 3 minutes or so, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask them. Happy July, by the way, and if you don't have any questions for me, comment below. What are you guys doing for your 4th of July weekend here in the Los Angeles County and just about all of Southern California? And the beaches will be temporarily closed because they did some statistics and they realized California's current surge of coronavirus cases started on Memorial Day weekend. So that's why they're trying to prevent another surge from happening on this holiday weekend. So we'll be temporarily closing the beaches just for this weekend. I believe like probably Friday through Monday, and then we'll be able to go back to the beach. So there's lots of, at least in LA, lots of virtual fireworks shows happening online. You can watch like Grand Park's awesome virtual fireworks show. Rose Bowl will be hosting drive-in movies, so there'll be plenty of stuff to do, even if you want to just have a backyard barbecue with your family and close friends, as long as you know they haven't been around lots of people. But comment below, what are you guys doing for your 4th of July weekend? If you have any questions, I'll wait a couple more minutes for questions. Disney Lost Boys and Girls had some comments here. They have not visited City Walk yet since they reopened. Been staying home and safe. That's awesome. Stay safe out there. We think it is a good idea to add resting areas to the parks, especially for the U.S. theme parks. We're not used to wearing masks in public. We sure aren't. And should be used to giving them a break. That is, I definitely agree. As long as people, as you say, people are partaking social distancing in the rest areas and not like messing around or breaking the rules. We are more than halfway through 2020. We can do this. Stay strong and do your part. The sooner the better. That's right. Listen to Disney Lost Boys and Girls. The more you wear a mask, and the more you partake in social distancing, then sooner we'll be able to go back to doing normal stuff. Yeah. And San Diego County, one last thing, is actually trending on Twitter because that is the only Southern County, as I mentioned earlier in this live stream, that's the only Southern California county that is not on the list of 19 counties to close restaurants, bars, zoos, museums, and all that stuff. So basically, the San Diego Safari Park will remain open, and the San Diego Zoo, which is awesome. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So you guys can, as another thing, or Southern California, you can potentially go to the San Diego Safari Park if you're looking for something to do. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for joining this live stream. Let me know your thoughts on all the stories below. Oh, I forgot to put the timestamp for the other thing. I'm sorry. Dang it. Ah, okay. I won't. I won't do timestamps on this video because there's part of it, where it's actually talking about other stories not related to this. So, alright guys, thank you guys for joining this live stream. If you have any questions and you're not responding to this and you're not watching this live stream right now, comment your questions below. I might do a Q&A video soon, but when I asked for a Q&A video last time, or questions on the Q&A last time, on all my platforms, I got 2 questions. So I'm like, it's not enough for a video. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying safe and staying positive out there. Gotta stay positive. Theme parks will be reopened soon, hopefully by late July, August. Well, really, these 3 weeks will be crucial in these 19 counties. So, very, the Governor Newsom still going to release theme park guidelines next week, by the way, or hopefully sometime after July 4th. Because again, only 19 counties are in this temporary lockdown thing. So something like Six Flags Great America, or California's Great America. I think that's the Cedar Fair Park in Northern California, and Six Flags the Discovery Kingdom in Vallejo. Those counties are I don't think those counties are in the lockdown zone, so those theme parks could reopen as soon as they get the guidelines. That's why I think Governor Newsom will definitely announce the reopening guidelines, because also things like Belmont Park in San Diego County, as we just discussed, is aren't in those guidelines. So Belmont Park may be looking to reopen. So I do fully expect theme park guidelines to be released next week, or again sometime after July 4th, as Newsom said. So stay tuned for that. I'll be doing a whole video on that when they announce. Subscribe for that. Subscribe for a Hong Kong Disneyland construction update that is coming out tomorrow. Also, if you're curious about my top 5 Harry Potter rides at the Universal Parks, definitely go ahead and check out my channel. That's the latest video on my channel. And yeah, so, and if you're curious about the Disneyland Resort construction update that I post, that current status of projects on the Disneyland Resort, I just posted a lovely Disneyland Resort construction project update yesterday, so go check that out. Subscribe for more theme park updates, and I'll see you guys real soon. Have a fantastic day.